What I doing? What I doing? What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Knucklehead Chronicles podcast. Man, here's your boy, the Guru, along with the fellas. I cannot find the countdown.
I got it.
You got it? Run that beautiful bean for us, homie. I
Yuppers.
can't. And what's happening, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Knucklehead Chronicles podcast. Man, this is the premiere on BS3 TV, on Roku TV. So if anybody's watching this and you got a Roku on your TV, listen, do me a favor. Go on over to the setting side or the channel side, look for BS3 TV. You should be able to follow us right there on the channel. Is everybody sounding good? Everybody good? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sound check. All right. So you can follow the show on BS3 Network, on Roku and YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, you can find it on BS3 Network. So let me first shout out Ben Suttereth, the president, CEO, founder of BS3 Network. I kind of got it rocking in my virtual background. Got the shirt here rocking.
Yes.
Ben, the guys need their shirts. They say they need their shirts.
I need my shirt,
Yeah.
man. Bring me my shirt.
Please, can I get mine?
Let's go.
I'm not asking for much, man. I'll let you boy.
Let's get it. So what this podcast is about, yo, is we're going to be talking about current events, giving our opinions about certain things. Now, before we get into any of those opinions, I will say this first, that any opinion expressed on this podcast is those that are ours and not those of BS3 leadership. And what's up, Jeff? What's going on with you, man? So don't take anything crazy when we say so, because this is our personal opinion right here. So personal opinion right here. So first thing we're going to do, let you guys know who you're dealing with. So starting with my right, upper right, so with Quinn, and just tell the people who you is, man. Where you be at?
Hey, my name is Quinn. I am one of the co-founders and CEO of Press Play Media Network Group, where we produce podcasts and we put out our podcast on our platform. I'm also 7 years in podcasting, so hey, this ain't nothing new to you, boy.
E.
What's good, everybody? I am the man that you all know and love, E. Dega, CEO and managing editor of Charm City Direct TV, out in Baltimore, Maryland, the great city of Baltimore. Just don't come at night. And like Quinn, I put on shows to give to you, the people out there, just a taste of what's going on in the world, trending topics, celebrities, and all that good stuff. So, not new to this, like your boy Quinn.
True to it.
Let's go.
KP.
Yo, this your boy Kev the Great, Kevin, repping San Antonio, Texas. It's safe to come down here, y'all. We got no space too.
No, it's not.
It's not.
But hey, don't you do us like that, all right? But yeah, we hey, I started up a new sports podcast, Goat of All Goat Sports Talk. Come hit me up. Y'all can follow me directly at Goat Sports Talk on YouTube.
Okay.
I'm one of the originals here of the Knucklehead Chronicle podcast. So
Absolutely.
Hey, we in this thing, man. I'm here to the very end. I'm here to let y'all know that. Let's go.
So that's what's up. I appreciate you, though. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna introduce we're not going to be just four guys just chatting behind the mic, right? We're going to be talking about some real things. We're going to introduce some segments and topics and things. So the first thing we want to do is to uplift our Black community. So we're doing Black Business Spotlight, right? So our very first Black Business Spotlight belongs to no other than the famous, or almost famous, Betty Crocker of the ghetto, Baltimore MD. Linnea, you got hang tight. All right, that's the Black Business Spotlight. Like a little thing. Hold on, here we go.
There is something about homemade treats that people cannot resist. The texture, the appearance, but most of all, the taste. If these things just activated your taste buds to have some delectable, tantalizing, and delicious treats, try Ellen's Sweet Treats for all of your dessert needs. Ellen's Sweet Treats specializes in a wide range of cakes, chocolate-covered strawberries, cookies, and pretzels, and more. And they are available for weddings, baby showers, gender reveal parties, birthday parties, and so much more. For more information about ordering and general questions, contact Linnea Neal on Facebook or call 443-589-4949. So place your order today to carve out your sweet tooth fix today.
All right.
Hey, yo, she delivered the Mississippi, yo. Y'all shipping?
We working on that.
Right. Don't hold your breath, Quinn, man. I've been waiting for it 5 years. Like, don't do it. We love you, Linnea. If she's watching this, I sure love you over here. But baby, I need for you to get a system.
I can't just come to Baltimore for no cakes and stuff, man.
I need mine express to Texas.
Like, yo, like we like literally spread out. So you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to support, but
crazy,
you know what I'm saying? I gotta be able to get it now.
She can bake herself up. She can bake herself crazy. I'm telling you. All right, so you guys, we're gonna get right into the topic of the podcast today, man. We're gonna get into, man. Listen, I don't know how people feel about Kevin Samuels.
Hated it.
A lot of people. There are a lot of men who follow Kevin Samuels. I ain't one of them, right? So, but this dude is just infamous for destroying women, and then he justifies what he does as giving them the truth. You know, I just don't understand it. So this is Kevin Samuels back in the news again this week when he said that women over the age of 35, if you're unmarried, they'll ship. Okay, there you go. Good job, Jeff. Women over 35 who are unmarried, I
appreciate that, Jeff.
That something was wrong with you. That's all right, Jeff. It's cool. He said that women over 35. Let's roll the footage. Hold on one second. This boy, he just say all kind of crazy stuff.
Mary, you are a leftover woman. A leftover woman. You are what is left. Men know that there's something likely wrong with you. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm going to just go there with you. I'm telling you the truth that you don't want to hear. Men know that there's something likely wrong with you. But you cannot be in an adjustable 6 or higher, 35, unmarried. Something wrong with you.
Men like this want to make you.
So for him to say that women over 35 that who are unmarried makes them leftover women, I'm dying to read the comments on this one because but there are men who believe this crap.
Let's talk about it.
I don't understand it. What? Okay. If a woman's 35 and she's not married, why did he say with his whole chest that men know what's wrong with you? And we know there's something wrong with you. You know that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what, man. Somebody please help me out with that.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
So first of all, who in the blue hell told him that he speaks for one, black people. Secondly, who made him the guru of relationships and what men should know and what women are doing. That's the thing. I have a problem with people like that. I have a problem with him, and I also have a problem with Steve Harvey. Yes, I'm a put Steve Harvey in this category.
But you ain't never like Steve though.
Well, no, okay. As far as motivational goes, Steve Harvey is a great motivator. I'm not going to front.
Yeah.
But as far as advice goes, you cannot tell me anything about marriage, relationships when Steve is working on his third marriage. That's one.
Yeah.
Just because you wrote a book, bro, don't mean jack.
Yeah.
So back to this Kevin Samuels dude, what he just rolled out of bed, scratched his butt, and became like this whole king of relationships and what men like. I met my wife at 30. I think she was like late 30s, early 40s or something like that. So what? You see what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, how do you know? Right. Now, contrary to popular belief, it was said that he is gay.
I heard that too.
So we ain't talking about that.
He spoke on it. He says he's not gay. He's been married 3 times.
That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean thank you. That don't mean.
I'm just saying. Wait, I'm just speaking on what he says. I'm not taking up for the man. Don't get me wrong. I'm just, y'all said what's up with that. I'm just giving some context to it. And he just, and a lot of people say it's a lot of straight men out here that have quite feminine gestures, gestures and tendencies to themselves. And the thing about Kevin Samuels is what gave him the platform is YouTube and people following him. But at the same time, if you know what you're walking into by going and being the guest on this man's show, I don't why are you a glutton for punishment?
Right.
Y'all want to know why? Y'all want to know
because
why, right?
It gives them some exposure.
No. It's not only that.
Okay, then what is it?
He pays his guests.
Seriously,
he pays his guests.
Okay,
wow.
now
he pays his guests.
Okay, you're gonna have to play some proof on that one, baby. You can.
No. And I wish, man. All right. So him and Tommy, some people know about Tommy Sotomayor, right?
Yeah, Sotomayor. Yeah,
he does the same. He does the exact same thing. He's known for calling women hair having hat wigs or something like that of that nature. And Kevin Samuels is a Tommy Sotomayor 2.0. But I'm look. No one goes on there because if you look at and even if you watch some of the women behavior, because I watched a few times. At first I was like, yeah, speak on it for the men, and then when I heard some of the stuff, I'm like, hold on, let me backtrack there. Let me not root for you because you ain't for us fellas, man. You don't represent us.
You don't speak for the men.
Exactly, because he's talking as if he's speaking for all of us. He don't speak for all of us. I met my wife when she was 30. All right, we're going on 8 years strong in the game.
Right.
All right. So when I met her, it was and of course he's talking about women. He said 35. That's the age that's the age he's targeting. Let me tell you. I mean, and we're still in that area, so to speak, but still, like, you don't get to speak on every human being because not every human being is the same. Right. So, whether it's male, female, what have you, no, not everybody has their own baggage. Some people just might want to be in a relationship at that late in the game. Not everybody got daddy issues, like he says. Not everybody got money issues, or some people just want to get their shit together, and maybe it takes that long for them to get their shit together. But hey,
here's what I think about Kevin Samuels. Now, first of all, going back to your Tommy Sotomayor comparison, Tommy Sotomayor hates women. That's just what he just hates.
I'm starting to think Kevin Samuels is the same though.
I don't think he hates women. I think Kevin Samuels is just an instigator. He's a fire starter. I don't think he hates women.
I think
But Tommy Sotomayor is a documented woman. Like, he hates women. And I'm like, do you hate?
Man, if
I,
you
I
I want
see
to ask
think
some
you,
of
like, do you hate your mom?
I
Do you
think
hate your mom? Is
I
that what's
think
going on?
I think he finds pleasure in what's the word? Belittling. I can't even say it. I'm not
belittling.
even belittling. Yes, it's too bit.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I think he
Dan in the
found
house.
pleasure. I think he found pleasure in that. Like just as soon they come on, he's not giving them a chance to talk. Any type of negativity he feels, it's like he cutting them off, like straight up, like, no,
But
you're
that's,
not gonna do this. You're not gonna do this.
but that's a testament. That is a tool of misogyny, right? That's just what men do. Misogynistic men who have to be in control. That's what they do. Right from the outset, he wants to shut them down, not give them the voice to talk, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. But going back to what we talked about a little while about the guests, why
I'm
are
telling you,
you?
he pays them. There's no way you go on there, and then you got to look at their demeanor while they're on there, especially the ones that are live. You look at their face; it's like they're taking it as if they have to, take the.
I mean,
You don't
yeah,
have to be
yeah.
on there. You don't. You can always, hit the end button. It's like they have to stick there. It's like, I'm gonna sit here and take this,
Yeah.
oh, daddy. No, you don't
It
have
doesn't make
to.
any sense. I
It
don't
don't.
understand. Okay, so I'm gonna run one more video, right? Because I want to know really who said this guy was like the end all. All right, one more.
I'm just wondering what kind of options would be available to me. I'll give you a quick synopsis. I'm 42 years old. Last year I used to weigh 203 pounds.
None.
No, I'm not finished.
None. Yeah, you
That was
are.
last year.
Yeah, you are.
This year I weighed 165.
No, ma'am. I said you're finished. You're finished.
I'm done.
Yep.
There's nothing left for me.
Not realistically.
Well, thank you.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because I'm 42.
See, it's the age and the weight, and then if you have any children.
So my kids are.
Okay, ma'am. I don't need to. Okay, I'm going to be honest. And I don't want to be rude. Sound like rude, but see, when you over 40 and you're obese, and or even if you're coming down, you still can go the other way. And then you have children. Okay, the only way that there would ever be any.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. I because you hear that nonsense?
I don't mean to be rude.
I mean to be rude. That's exactly what you're being, though.
Obese.
Y'all's faces when you came back from the clip.
I don't understand. What?
Priceless.
I know. Screenshot that.
Like, I don't get it. I don't. What?
Especially me, and I'm looking up. Like, yeah. What the hell?
So Jeff made a comment. So those of you guys that listen to on the podcast, the audio podcast, we do have commenters in the show. And my commenter Jeff, he says he's making a blanket statement. However, there could be some truth in the fact that there are some women, say 35 to 40, never been married. Could the only reason be her choice or some other issue? Just asking. I think not, Jeff. I think that is purely at that. It could be her choice.
That's speculatory.
It could be a thing of I'm not doing anything until I get married. You know what I'm saying? It could be she hadn't found the right man. It could be she's struggling with something. There's any number of reasons, but for this man to say that over the 35, there's something wrong with you. No, there's not. So then this last clip, beast. Let me tell you something. There's a guy on TikTok named Robbie Tripp. He has a song called "Big Girl Banging." That's what we want. Nah, we want the big girls. You know what I'm saying?
Can't do skinny.
Who cares about that? Like, why would you even say that? And then the fact is, he mentioned kids. The fact my wife had 2 kids when I met her. She has one more with TJ, right? My second wife had 3 kids when I met her. You know what I'm saying? My first wife had 2. I mean, so what? I don't understand.
My wife had well, she should still have them. My wife has 2 kids, and I didn't care. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With my one. So what are you saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, who died and made you, this god or, prince of relationships, and how men perceive women, what men want, and so on. Like, he's a clown. He's a whole clown. There's clowns and whole clowns.
That's whole clowns. Yeah.
That's some clown ass shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and
Hey,
and
Kevin,
just like I literally, my wife had 2 kids. I got 2 of my stepkids, and they're mine. But there's not men that go out here and just say, "Oh, you got kids that are just baggage." Yeah, you got some men that are what's the word? That are um they don't want to have any kids. They don't want to come into a relationship with kids. You got some women like that, but
Yeah,
not every man is
true.
not every man. You, like I said, you can't speak for every man.
Right.
Every man out there.
There
That's
are some men.
dumb.
There are some men who just like Kev said, and I was one of them. I ain't going front. Like, I ain't dating no woman with no kids. If she got kids, I ain't dating no woman with kids. But then I
it's a
looked at
personal
it.
choice, though.
Right, it's a personal choice, and I said, nah, I can't even be like that, because who's to say that it's like I'm singling out. There could be this great woman with kids, and then the bad woman without kids. Like, I'm going to the woman without kids, and she can be horrible. You see what I'm saying? But the woman with kids can be the sweetest person ever.
You're
Can I
filtering
play?
out the
Can I
wrong
play?
thing.
Can I play devil's advocate right quick?
Of course you can.
A
Glenn.
lot.
I know
a
you.
lot
I
of
knew you were going to. Go ahead.
a lot of Kevin Samuel's topics were presented by women first and judging men, because he just reverses it and puts it from a male perspective. And say, for instance, for years, I'm 36 years old. For years, women have been asking me, "You such and such years old and you ain't got no kids. What's wrong with you?"
Right. Why
Oh, you must can't such and such, or you must be gay or something like.
But why is that? Here's my
I
question.
just have decided that I didn't want kids up until I didn't want a baby mama. I wanted a wife.
Makes sense.
Right.
I wanted a wife. I wanted my kids to grow up in the same household.
Right.
Here's my question, though. Why is that an automatic go-to? Why is it that as soon as someone say, well, I'm 35, 36, 37, and I'm not married or whatever, why does it automatically have to be something wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Because it's a stigma, because let's just think about it. I'm 36-year-old black male, educated. I come from the hood, and I don't have a baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go ahead and keep it funky. How many of me's are out there at my age? I got some homeboys that had 5 or 6 kids by the time we left high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and keep it funky.
I know a few of them.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep it funky, like we know some women that had 3-4 kids before we left high school. Right. So let's just go ahead. It's what is common, and if you're not within what's common, then you're looked at as the outlier. So something must be wrong with you. Another thing is, I don't agree with people who make the judgment of telling somebody what they deserve or what they should not have because of certain criteria. Because if it's a woman, if we had Kavana Samuel sitting across from me and I'm on her show telling me, oh, you're 35 years old, you're over 225 pounds, don't no woman want you because of this, and this. Yeah, you may have a job. Yeah, you may have your own car. Yeah, you may have your own house and you make good money, but you're obese and you you would lack in these areas,
Mm-hmm.
I will be ready to wring her neck simply because you're telling me what I don't deserve, but you're probably on marriage number 3 if you're married or you're single, and you're telling me what I do and don't deserve. And I feel like that's why I don't agree with Kevin Samuels, because you shouldn't. Who gives you the authority? And of course, it's people who go to your platform and subscribe to you that's giving you that authority that make you popular.
Mm-hmm.
But you're telling me what I do not deserve in my life.
That's stupid.
So
here's it real quick. I want hey, Pastor Michelle and everybody. Hey, everybody's coming in. Thank you guys for coming. Please make sure you share the broadcast out if you can. Pastor Michelle said, listen, everybody on my 600-pound life had a mate. There's someone for everyone, right?
Right.
Ebony said, yep, same here. 38 with no kids, never married. I always get asked, what's wrong with me? And there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with you. But I want to go back to a comment that I don't know who was Ben or Irene.
Ben,
and said,
I was going to ask you to post
who's seeking this advice? What's the mindset of people? First of all, here's my question to the the panel, and to everybody who's watching and listening. Why would people, in your opinion, would go to this man for advice knowing they're going to get demolished? Right.
So
why would you go to anybody with that advice?
And who's listening to this dude? Like,
let me start off with this, because can you post that up so people can see Ben's comment, please? Because I want to highlight that's great. So and I am no way, shape, form, or fashion with the He-Man Woman Haters Club. That's exactly the team that he is on. He watched that movie a little too much. All right. So and I'm gonna to answer that. I mean, again, I'm telling you, these people are paid, and it's to create content. Content creators, they're some people are very smart, some people are really good at it. And I'm telling you, Kevin Samuels is really good at starting and stirring the pot.
Right.
And he can keep it going for however long it goes, but at one point or another, you're going to touch a torch and it's going to burn the hell out of you.
I mean, one day I can wake up. It's just as simple as one day I can wake up and stir the pot. I can stir the pot right now if you want me to.
But anybody could. But let's turn the tables right quick. All right. Kind of like what Q said earlier. We had a female version of Kevin Samuels doing this. How many men will be so much more upset at what is being said?
Right.
Can we get that? I mean, and I'm pretty sure there is a female version out there that is actually
there is. I promise you.
And I know, but we just can't. They're probably just not as popular.
What's up, Steven?
Steve, what's up, man? So I'm saying, if let's turn the channel, because again, it's this stigma out here that and double standard, that we can go as far as a double standard with this, because if women can do this, right, and a man turns around and plays that same thing with them, now but we, unfortunately for the women, we men that got a mind of our own and that can and are very smart and intelligent, we can actually say, this guy ain't for us. He ain't for us. Yeah. We know and love. We know what we want. We know we choose to have a better mindset when it comes to women. When it comes to Kevin Samuels, I'm sorry, this dude is, I don't know. He somebody peed in his cereal. He got some bad milk. Something.
Here's my question. And Pastor Michelle said something, echoed the same sentiment I said earlier about him being misogynistic. And it is good for TV. And it's good for ratings, but it's not good for my self-esteem, as being an Irene said. It's you tearing up my self-esteem because you what? I don't get it.
Kevin said, let me throw this.
Go ahead.
Let me throw this out here. So like he started body shaming the woman, calling her obese.
Yep.
I'm in this group on Facebook, Black Millennial Degree, something like that. I can't get the name right. But women body shame men all day. height,
Oh yeah.
penis size, all of that. And one dude just said, I'm fed up, and he just started going in on women. When women do it, it's all jokes. When he did it, the world came to a stop.
Right.
And it was all hands on deck and tearing his ass up.
Yeah. So
and anybody that agreed with him. So the thing is, there is a double standard nowadays because women feel like it's their turn.
I mean, they're gonna get it too, and they're gonna get it.
They've been getting it actually. If you want my personal opinion, they've been getting it.
I don't think it's their deliveries. I don't think even if a woman had the same mindset as Kevin and wanted to and deliver her message the same way, I think her delivery will be different because women aren't like that.
You right.
I mean,
right.
they can cut deep now.
They'll still get it. I mean, you got some out there that'll go ahead and deliver it crazy, but the people that are really want to educate, they're not going to deliver it like that. So it's different between being ghetto and wanting to start a fire versus educating somebody. It's a whole different. You can give that same. It's just like this. If anybody remembers the Cosby Show, and you guys have heard me use this analogy before, the Cosby Show when Vanessa from Dabney's home, and he told it that they was going to get married or whatever, and he said, Heathcliff said, and I know people hate Bill Cosby, but it's still a great analogy, and he said, you could have brought this information to me two different ways. You could have put this on a silver platter, put the meat and potatoes and the steak and all that good stuff, and presented that to me one way.
But you put that on a trash can lid.
You put that steak and potatoes on a trash can lid and gave it to me. That's exactly what Kevin Samuels is doing to these people, and it's kind of goofy. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move right on to the next subject. Listen, are you guys familiar with this young lady right here? Y'all remember this picture?
Yeah, I saw them on Facebook.
Poor little Tink Tink.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the not just her, the guys too.
Yeah,
the young men also. Like I wasn't impressed with none of that. And I'm not a parent, but as an uncle, if that would have been, I would have been on somebody's ass. Like, no, this is not proper.
So it wasn't a good idea for her to put that picture.
No. See, here's the thing. Everybody thinks is this miraculous idea to put every little thing on the internet.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go back when the money, people holding the money up and people flashing the money and IRS is knocking at your door, and then you wondering why the IRS is knocking at your door. Yeah. You smoking blunts on live and Instagram and Facebook, and then the police is knocking at your door. Everything don't need to be on. Okay, why are you taking a gun to a prom?
Okay,
you see what I'm saying? This goes out to all these dumb millennials out there.
They weren't taking them to the prom; they were just taking pictures with them.
Still
the same.
But, I'm just saying,
there's literally no.
There's a big there's a big difference between taking a picture with it and like the picture is in bad taste altogether. True. But it's not like they walked in the building holding the ARs and the guns and stuff.
I hear you, Quinn. But why? Why? This is a prom.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I think, and I could be wrong here, but I think that they were making a statement because there was a lot of prom pictures of Caucasian, less melanated folks who were walking around with AKs and taking pictures in their prom, but nothing was said. But I don't know. I think personally.
So if I jump off a building, you gotta jump off too, or if they jump off, I gotta jump off. Right. I don't care. You could be green and you're holding up a gun. Why?
Yeah,
it's a damn prom. Take your picture in your prom dress. You take a picture in your short.
Be a high school
in your suit.
I didn't go to my prom, so I feel.
I'm just saying, like you got to be that extra. Like, come on, like, and now she got stripped off of her what is it? Scholarship funds.
Yeah, she had a
all the money. She was set. She was set. All of that money is gone.
Okay,
I don't feel sorry for her.
I don't
Okay.
either.
No,
Because
I don't
Okay.
feel sorry.
stupid, you
But
play
that's more on
stupid
her
games to win
parents.
stupid prizes.
That's more on her parents for allowing
It's
that.
her parents, but at the same time, look here, man. All right, so and I'm gonna go to Steven because Steven put a comment up here. He's a photographer. He's a professional photographer. He goes to school for it. He's done this for years, and I don't care. But at the same time, I don't care if it's a photographer or somebody did it with their cell phone.
Yeah,
she got to own up to her own responsibilities. How old is she now? If you,
17, 18.
I mean, you got to be in that age where you got to start, all right, accept your own responsibility. You effed up. You literally effed it all up for yourself. Now, oh man, this as a parent, and Terry, you're a parent. E, you're a parent. Had this been your child that did this behind your back, what would y'all do?
If it was mine, they would have to surgically remove my foot from their ass. This is what that is. That is because that's crazy. It's just like Steve said, and his stylized shoots are one thing. Risking your future for a screw-related event is stupid. It's dumb. And Pastor Michelle echoed that sentiment earlier when it's just stupid dumb. It's flies. Why? I'm with E. Why? You got a pole. I got it. I got one of those too. Right? Well, I'm not going to sit here and let my daughter take a picture, take it to school, take a picture with. It's crazy.
And the thing is, people just think that nobody is looking. People are watching. You see what I'm saying? People are watching. I don't care what racial background you're from, if you're black, white, green, yellow, whatever.
Yeah,
people are watching.
Yeah,
social media is an open platform everywhere. Right. Everybody can see what you got, whether I don't know. Hope, you know what? I'm not even gonna say I hope, because if cops get involved, if they see this, there's gonna be some more repercussions. Just she already got her scholarship stripped from her, money taken from her. Now you got to pay for college, and now you're gonna end up it is. And just like Steven said, it is not. I'm gonna take the word tacky. It's just straight up ghetto. You can't do this. We black folks literally hurt ourselves with it's self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah.
You want to do better, but you do stupid shit like this. Like it pains me. It hurts.
It hurts.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Right. And there's a segment that I want Terry to play. I want to do a segment going in the future because I'm very passionate about what that segment is going to be. But I'm telling you, this literally, I'm telling you, it's self-inflicted. You ain't seeing white folks do this, man. You don't see Latinos do this. You get these pictures and you want the smoke so bad. You want the image. You want the likes. You want the comments. But when it comes down to it, it's nothing but negativity. You ain't thinking. You're not opening your brain and your mind up to what's gonna happen. It's just dumb, stupid, ghetto. Thank you, Sergio. It's just and I know Sergio is one of my good homeboys back in El Paso.
Thank you, Sergio, for coming through, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you for watching, bro. But I know, had it been, and just like me, let it be my daughter. Oh, it can be my daughter. I can leave it up. I can tell her, hey, go handle that right quick, because I'm telling you, my kneecap will quench her thirst.
They have to, surgically remove it.
I ain't even gonna tell you, man. I ain't even gonna tell you what happened to my son. I'm sorry. Like I'm seeing this, and of course other people seeing this. Like, why, dude? Like what Jeff just said. He was like, my first words out of my mouth is like, WTF? Like, what the blue fuck is you doing? Like,
I don't
understand it.
I don't get it either. All right, before we move on, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna close this section of it out. Listen, man, I just don't understand. It's like Pastor Michelle said something in the comments a little while ago, and she said, as with society as it is, us black folk have to be a little bit more careful what we posting, because it's just like Steven and Sergio and everybody else said, somebody's always watching, and they're looking for a reason to hem you up, right? And so why even put yourself in that particular why even put yourself in that? That is just really beyond me. I don't understand these young people. But there is some rumblings that this young lady did not lose her scholarship. I watched a YouTube clip before we went live today. There's some rumblings that this young lady did not lose her scholarship. So if anybody can get some clarity on that, shoot me an email at Knucklehead Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. I would love to hear it. I saw a video, and it might have been satire, but this brother said that this little girl did not lose her scholarship. But I don't know. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. Now you guys know that the draft was the other day. When was the draft, Cam?
Draft was on Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Next section of this podcast is going to be KP Sports Corner. Hold tight. All right, KP, man, it's on you, buddy.
Okay, cheers to that. All right, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a Cowboys fan, you might want to delete me right now.
Oh no, not the, don't do that. Don't do
that. Can you show that picture that I sent you, Terry, real quick?
That right there.
Yes, please. Can you leave it up there for me, please?
Please.
Because hey, hold up now, don't you?
Just
I will
eliminated me and E from the screen.
You can see my hand. I'm gonna put my hand right here.
Yeah, put your hand. Leave your hand there. Sergio, Steve. I know y'all. I got some Cowboy fans watching right now. Y'all gonna hate me for this, but y'all losing the NFC East title this year, and there's a few reasons why. I'm gonna tell y'all this now. So, when it comes to the NFC East, no one in the NFC East for the last 18 going on 19 years have repeated as NFC East champions. Why? Because every year that someone wins, they always one up each other to try to win a division. Now, the whole goal of it is to try and win the Super Bowl, which the Eagles were the last NFC East team to actually do it. Now, being that the draft had just passed, right? The draft for the Cowboys, in my opinion, if I was to give them a grade, I give them a C+. It was kind of bad. I'm sorry. If we go with the Washington Commanders, I give them a C. The Giants, oh, I'll read it. Go ahead. I know it's Steve. So the Giants, along with the Eagles, had one of the best drafts, and throughout the whole draft, I think the Eagles, the Giants, the Jets, and the Ravens, the Cowboys draft hurt. You're not wrong. Oh, thank you. See, a Cowboys fan actually telling some truth. Cole, thank you. I know, Cole, man, come with it, man. And if y'all please follow my boy Cole Sports, man. He's got some real stuff that he really talks about on there. I love his segments. I love watching them. But altogether, out of those teams, the Ravens did a really good job drafting David Ojabo, man. They got a really good defensive end. We got Dean, not Dean. We got the linebacker from Georgia. He's really good. Nakobe Dean, that's his name. Nakobe Dean. We got him in the third. He's an absolute steal. If we want to get into the real reason why the Eagles drafted, the draft was so better. AJ Brown. Thank you, Cole, because we got AJ Brown and from the Titans, and we got him for a first and a third round pick. And I just want, he's the best wide receiver that we traded for since T.O. So all Cowboy fans, y'all can eat dirt, eat boo boo.
Not eat dirt.
Because y'all gonna definitely feel. Y'all definitely gonna feel my wrath.
God Almighty, he put it down like that.
Yes. I'm gonna put it out here. No, we are not winning the Super Bowl. We are not. Eagles fans are not the Cowboy fans. All right. We don't think we're gonna win it every year, but I'm telling you this. We definitely gonna be in contention in the playoffs, baby. Let's go.
Oh boy,
I felt sorry. Speaking of that, I felt sorry for Lamar Jackson losing his wide receiver because the only thing he jumped on Twitter and said is WTF. when that trade happened, and I'm just like,
but here's the thing, if I could jump in. Here's the thing with all of that. I'm not a Hollywood Brown fan. I wasn't a Hollywood Brown fan. Here's why. To me, and I don't get into sports talk, I don't get into football talk, but I love the Ravens. I love the Ravens. Hollywood Brown did it to himself. I'm just going to put it out there. His comments that he made about not catching the ball. A lot of people forgot about that. So that kind of left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. So what had happened was is that he set his own self up. And plus he did it kind of underhandedly. He kind of secretly wanted to leave because Eric DaCosta said it. I don't know if it's true or not, but they said they told Lamar. But the tweet appeared to me that when he tweeted, he did not know.
right.
So I don't know.
Yeah, no, he didn't know.
Truth.
So,
Right.
I got some insight on that.
This is running a little longer than I want.
Right.
No. I'm gonna end it right here, and this is exactly. So with Lamar, the whole thing with Lamar, that him and Hollywood Brown are really good friends. They're really pretty much close best friends. So, he did not know. Lamar actually did not know, and relatives and everybody that have already said that he didn't know as well. Hollywood Brown wanted out of the last minute. And the only way that he was productive is on when plays broke down. He knew the spots to get open. And then you can see a lot of that if you watch the Ravens. So Cole, you can back me up on that. I'm pretty sure you know as well.
That's sports talk. I never could get into sports like that. But we'll get into it next week too.
Man. Come on, man. Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna get to who on this platform. Comment section. Tell me if you like music. You like music? Do you? Well, I have something as a segment of this show called Gwen Album of the Week. That ain't tight. I guess I got it on here somewhere. I know I did. It's coming. Here it is.
Yes, sir. It's Album of the Week with your boy Quinn. I'm gonna put you up on game of what you should be listening to this week. Pay attention. It may change your life.
All right, big dog. Album of the week.
Right. So I'm going to kick our first show off with the best album of this year that took a long time to just actually release, but they was hitting us with hits before the album actually released. And that's Silk Sonic in the album A Night with Silk Sonic.
Yeah. Silk Sonic, man, them boys, I'll tell you.
Look, I was not an Anderson .Paak fan until this album. I had to go back and listen to his music to actually, of course, always been a fan of Bruno Mars since he hit the scene. But like I had to go and see like dude can actually go. But this album, not to take too long, has something for everyone. It has the breakup song. It has which is, Smoking Out the Window. It has the party song, Skate With Me. It has the love songs, which is one of them is Leave the Door Open. But it's such a soulful album that you can just put on, pour you up a glass of your favorite drink, and vibe out. So, hey, go get you. If you ain't listen to the album, you sleep, you under a rock. If you listen to the singles, but yeah, go jam you something on that Silk Sonic.
Man, I'm telling you,
Get you somebody on your hip, sit back, pour you a drink. Turn the lights off. Yeah. If you got a fireplace, turn that on.
Turn the lights off.
Let me tell you something, man. Bruno Mars be on that. He was on Smoking Out the Window preaching. That's a whole. That's a whole sermon. When he bust
Hey,
out
y'all know what? This move right here, when he do that right there,
you
and
already
say
know.
this. Oh, he said that was so much passion.
Right.
You already
Oh
know.
man, there was some pain in his voice when it came to that,
Oh,
man. I was an Anderson .Paak fan when Eminem and when Eminem gives you your stage and you actually come through with it, man. When he endorses you, man, you ain't got no choice.
Right.
He put the bank on. All right. So you know what time it is, don't you? Don't you? Well,
Let's
those
do
of you
it.
that are watching don't know. This is my segment, the dad joke of the week.
Hello, gentlemen, lady. How's everybody doing this evening?
We doing fine, champ. You ready for next week?
Ready? Yeah. I'm ready.
All right, this is this is my segment, the dad joke of the week. Listen, man, I have done some collections of some stupid dad jokes over the time, but I wanted to premiere this on this podcast. I think it's a pretty dope segment. All right, so here we go. So now, before I get into this joke, I want everybody to know that's listening. Please, 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 do not delete me. Do not unfollow me from Facebook or any other. Okay, so here we go. There was this mother. This mother, she had a little boy. I mean, this little boy was the love of her life. But when he was born, he did not have any limbs or a neck, right? So he was just a head.
Dang.
So the love of this mother, she wanted her son to be normal, just like every other kid that's running around the neighborhood. So she would put her son's head on the mantle every morning, or the pedestal every morning, so he could see the kids running up and down. This child every single night pray, God, I want to be normal. I want to have limbs. I want to have a neck. I want to be able to run and jump and play with the rest of the kids.
I want to have a neck.
So he woke up one morning and poof, he had all these things. He had a neck, he had limbs, he had arms.
Blessed him.
And God blessed him in his sleep one night. And so he decided, well, I'm gonna go on out here. I'm gonna go on out here and run with these kids, and I'm gonna play and run. And so he did. He ran and played and had a very good time with these kids. And when he was coming back home, all of a sudden, boom, he gets hit by a car. Damn. He dies. The moral of the story: quit while you're ahead.
I'm gone.
Woo! I know. Don't do that. I know.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't shut your ass up, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I'm sorry. Don't delete me. Don't delete me.
He just wanted a neck.
That's all he wanted. Yeah, that's all he wanted.
Quit while you ahead. I'm going with you. I'm done.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Catch my breath.
Oh man, Hill got a special place for jokes like that.
Right. Hill got a special place for Terry. Let's get that right. Like,
only for Terry.
I'm sorry.
Terry got his own seat.
You know who told me that joke? My finance manager at work told me that joke, and I laughed for like 3 hours at work.
Dog, he going. All right, so both of y'all got seats in hell.
Talk about your finance manager is the bus driver, and you right directly behind him.
Bro, I was hollering. All right. So we're gonna get ready to end the broadcast. But listen, before we go,
feel like it's only gonna get worse.
No.
Week to week, it's only gonna get worse.
All right. So this is my favorite segment that we did when we was on brunching. This is my favorite segment.
Please do tell the girls
on this one. So here we go. Hang tight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Meep of the Week.
Meep.
Oh, Meep of the Week with my man E Digger. E?
That's right, good people. It is the Meep of the Week, brought to you in part by stupid people doing the stupidest of situations. This week's Meep on this grand premiere, we explored the burning question of child support. That's right, good people. Hey, Terry, Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Oh,
Roll it.
indeed, good sir.
Oh,
She was upset, buddy.
very
The
upset.
passion.
Very
The
upset.
passion.
Trying to get an explanation of child support. Let me stop. Now, the ever burning question is: the parent get the child support? Does the parent, of course, get the child support, but does the child get the money from the child support? That is the question. Now, my thing is, who gets the meep of the week on this grand premiere?
Please
Should it be the parent? Should it be the child? Now, you can't get mad at the child for being
The parent for
emotional
posting their damn child.
and having thoughts of, I'll give you the money, run me my money. Now, let me see. Let me weigh this out. Child, parent. Child,
I got you. I got you. E. I got you.
Okay. I think it goes to the parent. Like I said earlier in this broadcast, you can't put everything on the internet. As much as it appeared to be funny at the time of when you recording it, you put it on the internet. I did not find that funny. So, parent, you are the meep of the week.
Oh no, what did I do with it? My bad. Don't forget me. Come on, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Yes.
So sorry, parent. Had to do that because, like I said, everything don't need to be on the internet.
Oh,
she was very passionate, very, very passionate and emotional about just run me about $10, $15, $20, mom, out of that money.
You know, that's a whole show right there, right?
That is a whole show.
And I literally know a lot of kids that's like, especially when I used to mentor, like, especially kids that didn't have decent clothes and stuff like that.
Right.
They'd be like, and you can see when you see their parents, when you see their mama's hair done, nails, all that right there, but your kid at school looking like this, and they was just like,
exactly. Cool.
And the first thing mama say, I pay bills and I put a roof over their head.
Right.
That's what they child support go to. So they still getting support.
Right.
I mean, if the daddy was dead and you weren't getting no child support, you still had
That's
to
what
do
I'm saying.
that.
It, if the parent getting the child support, she's taking care of he or she.
Yeah.
It's taking care of the house. That don't necessarily mean that you're getting that whole check. Now, a part of that, you can, scoop me over, some money, but that money is not totally yours. Yeah. So make sure you check us out every week right here on the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast for the meep of the week. Who will it be? Will it be you?
Don't let it
Can
be.
it be you?
Don't let it be you, because I'm clowning everybody.
All right, my final thoughts of the show, man. Listen, I want to thank everybody that came aboard who commented, sent emojis. I'm not on Facebook. What did Jeff say? When my mom was getting a child support, I never thought that I was supposed to have any of that money to buy my M&Ms. That's right. You cut grass to buy your own M&Ms, yeah. Anyway, thank everybody that came through. Shout out to Ben, Cedric the Third, Ben and Irene, Cedric, the CEOs of BS3 Network. Make sure you do follow us across all platforms. And you can also catch us on BS3TVLive.com. That's going to send you right to the web. That'll send you right to the Roku where you can catch us live every single week. Stop listening to Kevin Samuels. If you're listening to Kevin Samuels, if you don't catch your life real quick, stop. Door to door, exactly right. But I want to thank you guys for coming through. I really, really appreciate y'all. And until next week, have a blessed one. We love y'all.